AMC, the momentum stock that just keeps on giving. So obviously today, was a great dip buy opportunity on AMC, and there were a lot of other stocks as part of the Reddit movement that's also in play today. And if you recall from our weekly watch list, AMC was on watch if the stock can break out and hold above this $52 key level. That was a level we were watching. If you kind of look at intraday today, the stock did spike at the open and came back down and dip and consolidated around that 52s. So that's the importance of using key levels if you are trading the stock. Again, we're day trading the stock. This is a day trading channel, so that's what we're doing. So basically, the AMC was on watch on the dips, right? I really like the morning gap up. I like the fact that they spiked at the open to 54s and sell off and start consolidating. This is a 5-minute chart. I've been starting to kind of switch between 2-minute and 5-minute charts. And if you look at these, they held the 52s area once, twice, 3 times, and after that third time around 10 o'clock, this thing did the VWAP reclaim. So it was all longs on dips. I did sell into the pushes at first, but I only got back in once it pulled down to this 52s area. Reclaimed higher lows around 50 to 10, 50 to 50s. These are the areas I got long. So up here around 55s, 55, 90s, I was all out of the initial long. And this is the area I look for this pullback to this 53.90s area. So I was watching AMC consolidate around this 54s area. If you kind of look at this is the prior highs on AMC. I was thinking that they might pull it down to 53s, sub VWAP, and then consolidate, reclaim VWAP again to squeeze it up higher. But they didn't do that. It was holding up very strong. So I had a starter here around 54s. I even added on the way up 54.10s. It did had a small push, but came back down, still in the consolidation range, and looks really clean on the 2-minute. If you go to the 5-minute chart, it's even more so. 5-minute chart, you can see this is basically a consolidation up here. It never broke down the wicks area at the below at 53.70. So that's why I held on. Once the stock starts breaking out into this 56.50s, that's why I sold some into the push. I was all out of the remaining in this 57s area because that's my price target on this. There was upside to 60s, that's possible, but I didn't want to get stuck in this kind of grind action. You can see the stock 57 popped to 58 and then back to 57s again. It kind of tried a couple of times, holding up well. It kept the lows just kept on getting higher and higher, and they just broke through to $60. That's the high of the day, $60.50. You can see this $60.50, that's a key level as well on the daily. So you can see on the daily, in order for the stock to go back to $70 potentially, it needs to break above the $60 area. This is technical analysis. I don't know why people keep on saying I'm doing fundamental analysis on AMC. I've never done any fundamental analysis on AMC. This is all technicals, and we are day trading here. So technicals is what we care for most of the time when we are day trading momentum stocks like this. So anyways, I still have a very small remaining position on AMC. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to see if we get a nice pop over to $60 and above, either today possibly or tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be more likely, but we'll see. Right now at the moment, today, there's some tops around $60, but we'll see what happens. Again, I have a small position left on AMC. I picked them up at a very good average, around $52. We'll see what happens on that stock. So the next stock is ENOB on the short side for me. They gapped up from news about their FDA acceptance, but keep in mind, this is not the same as FDA approval. So, they definitely, did some, sneaky things there with the title of their press release. But anyways, this stock, if you look at the way it traded, it basically gapped up and spiked to this same area on the last time it gapped up about a year ago in June. You can see the stock, this is an overnight gap up, and they opened at $13, but just faded all the way back to $6. That's the reason I was more short biased on the stock. The locates were extremely expensive. So I did scale in short slowly at the open, $12 and then $11.60s. On this fake high of the day breakout, I did cover some just to minimize my position. I want to add into the short once that proves to me to be the top. And it did. You can see the stock after that initial morning breakout, fake out, it just slammed right back down, and that's why I was more aggressive with adding back in on my short. So I got stopped up for a small loss at first, and I added back once that fails, added into 1150s, and added on this another spike. You can see this spike to 1250s, and then slam right back down to 1190s. That's why I added. Built a decent position, and then it was just doing like this annoying grind back up over VWAP again. I have to be careful. I trimmed my position again, but I was holding into a majority. This time around, I want to make sure I'm adding once they break down low of the day. That's why I covered. Once you can see this thing spike to 1240s. Again, the same trick as they did the last 2 times in the morning, and then around, I guess, 9:40, and then did the same thing almost 10 o'clock. That fake spike to 1240s and slam right back down. So I covered some, and I was adding back in all the positions I was using. Once they broke down low of the day, 1070s, then that's where I started covering into the flushes. I was trying to hold half of it, at least, for that potential fade down to $8 or $7, kind of like what they did a year ago. If you look at last June, they did this all-day fade. I think it could still do that, but this stock, they were really good at doing a lot of these like choppy and trap grind back action. So I didn't like the fact that they broke down $10 to 950s, but they reclaimed this over here around $10. So that's why I covered all of it. I feel like, that would have been a better short entry. If it goes back to 11s, then I could reshort it. But, this thing went back to 1060s and just rejected hard. And they faded down back to 10s and then to lows, $9. They even broke down to 880s. In hindsight, yeah, I should have held on. But, I didn't want to get trapped and short squeezed on a Monday. So we'll see, if there's more re-shorts on more pops later on, maybe 10s, 1040s later on, but at the moment I'm all out of the position. It's a little bit disappointing because it did fade all the way to even lower to 9s, but with a lot of these small cap, lower float short, it's tricky, like holding on for too long, because there's been so many instances where I see the stock consolidate at some pre-market low support, $10, fake breakdown to 950s and reclaim this, and then only to squeeze it back up to highs. So that's the reason I was trying to kind of protect my account and protect my short position. So this turned out to be a small win. It would have been very nice if I had held on to it, but everything is clear in hindsight, right? With this kind of short squeeze potential stock, I think it's better to play on the safer side. You can always reshort it at lower highs. This would have been a nice entry, but I think ideally 11s would have been better, risk reward wise. So this one turned out to be a small winner. The next one is SENS. So this one is also up with a lot of Reddit hype. But for this one, I did long it, and I sold into the push, and then unfortunately there was not a lot of follow through. If you look at the stock, SENS, they closed at prior day's close $4. They gapped up all the way to 470s. That's nice, but it sold off the gap pre-market. So, so for me to long the stock, instead of picking the bottoms, I want to see it reclaim some key pre-market support. So for this, if you look at the pre-market support, it's around 437s. It's a smaller stock. Like if you look at this level, the range is not as as big. You can see even the spike was only like 20 cents. No, actually only 10 cents. So instead of trying to pick the lows, trying to long and trying to catch the falling knife, on a stock like this, I need it to show me that it wants to reclaim this kind of key level. So, once I see it reclaim, some decent volume at the open, some very nice volume, couple million shares traded. That's why I got long 440s. We got a nice spike to 453s and even almost 460, but like 458. That's why I sold into this. At the remaining position, want to see if we can get a potential retest of pre-market highs. But unfortunately, I didn't like this kind of harsh rejection of the 460. So, I got stopped out the remaining shares here at 445. So this will be the same situation as an ENOB. That one was a short, but on this stock, SENS, on the long side, it turned out to be also a very small winner. So that's the thing that's very important to kind of keep in mind of if you are trading these kind of momentum stocks like SENS. Even though it was a good long here, if I don't see strong continuation, if I see that there's a lot of selling on this, I don't want to keep on holding on to it because, you don't want to turn a winner into a loser. Before we go, I just want to remind you that this is a day trading channel, meaning that I'm trading in and out of these stocks using the intraday momentum and volatility. If you bought AMC at $2, $5, or even $10 and want to hold on to it till $100 or literally to the moon, I think that's great. Just follow your own plan. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money, just like nobody should tell me what to do with my money. Again, I'm just here taking a small piece of the pie on AMC every single day. And if it dips later on to around 56, I might go long again for another dip buy. Again, this is my business. I'm day trading. I'm just here taking some small profits each and every single day. But like I said earlier, I still have some small remaining position left on AMC, around $52 average. We'll see what happens. I think this might give us a couple more plays, maybe during power hour or potentially tomorrow, especially if this $60 key level on the daily gets broken above and reclaims. So I hope everyone's staying safe. Remember, trade your own money and follow your own plan. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.